Okay. I don't know which one went first, but doesn't matter. Let me move you guys over here that I can see comments. Boom, boom, boom. We are telling your followers that you have started a video. Oh, that's very nice of you guys. Gosh darn. All right, let's put these over here. Get some people in here for a second, and then we'll start chit-chatting. If you come on in, you got a question, let me know. Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get me up there. Me and my ego. Don't, don't, don't. Yeah, there I am. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, look at this. People have joined. Okay. Well, I have a very fun 2 weekends in a row for the last of the lobster closer. Next weekend, I'm going to go do a night dive somewhere in Southern California. Find me if you can, if you need to find me. I don't think you need to find me. But I'm going to do a little night trip there. And then the following weekend, the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, one day before, just in time for that one day before. And I just booked myself a, oh, come on in, Oliver. How you doing, buddy? I know, your room is all messed up. He's not going to be happy. What are you going to do? I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, there's cameras. Okay. Hey, it was good seeing you. See you, bud. He just headbutting doors open. He just headbutted this is my office, and then the bedroom's right there. So my bulldogs, when they want to go in a room, we just leave the door partially open for them, and they'll do the rest by he just headbutts. So sometimes he's sleeping in here, and then he comes in after we're sleeping at night and headbutts the door, and I wake up, and not that I grab anything, but maybe there's something by my nightstand that I can grab. Anyway, if anybody comes in on you down here at YouTube, hey, welcome. I'm going to be focused on these people. Anyway, man, hey, let's set an alarm. Bill's not going to be joining us tonight. He's got a long day, like a 16-hour day. He drives a truck in the snow. That's all I'm allowed to say. So let's see here. Oh, man. So, yes, got a trip I just paid for on Facebook. If you're following on Facebook, if you're not, hang on. Where am I? There it is right there. Let me just pull that up. Oh, there it is right there. That's the trip. It's $1,000. You want to go out and finish up the season and grab lobsters? There it is. I haven't paid this price. I don't have to pay for trips normally. I'm not bragging. People just put me on because, man, a lot of my buddies follow me. So when you fill up a boat, a lot of dive shops just have me come on and just come on because it fills up their trip. So this one, no dive shop trip. It is strictly from my buddies from, hang on, I messed up. Channel Islands Expeditions. They used to be Truth Aquatics. That's why I have a problem with remembering. It's etched in my brain. And then after the fires, they sold. And what's the discount code? There's no discount code there, homie. I would love to give you a discount code. I had to pay myself, so there's absolutely no discount code. But here's what you will have. You'll have a very fun time. The location depends on the weather. Either San Miguel or SBI. Either one I'm fine with. I love both. I didn't get to go this weekend. That trip was canceled. 15-foot waves. Hang on. Love! Bulldogs are fighting. Just close the door. Just pretend like they don't exist. If you guys have kids, you know how that is. I didn't hear anything. Forget it. Oh, hey, what's going on there, KK Travels? He joined me on Mr. YouTube. How was your weekend? I'll keep looking at comments if there is one. There's no discount code, my guy. Normally, these trips are, man, because of gas and life, and I haven't paid $1,000 for a 3-day trip with them since I don't know what year are we in. Yeah, since 2000. I mean, it's just been devastating to the economy, to the diving community. But anyway, let's not talk about it. Let's just keep going. I got a chance to do a trip for $1,000. I said, "I'll absolutely." My buddy goes, "Hey, the trip will go with a certain amount of people, and we've gotten that many people. So if you go to their website, I get nothing from this, nothing but to hang out with my buddies for 3 days, which is something that I need to do. So um, these trips are super important to me because it resets my brain. I can do up to you can do 6 dives a day, one night dive if you want. Um, we're going to places where the whites are. We've seen them, and they just leave us alone. Uh, They leave us alone. That's all I can say. There's one person that I know that got approached, and I have a video of it, and it's way cool. She is married now to some guy in the Navy, and she used to be the cook on the boat. And her name was Brienne, and she is just a dynamic diver. Anyway, she was doing her dive, taking a break and doing a dive, and everybody saw the great white but me because my head's in a rock. I'm looking for lobsters. I don't care if there's a great white swimming behind me. If he bumps me, then we're gonna have problems. Yeah, and I'll have to reassess things underwater at that point. But here's what the great whites will do. They're gonna go to people that are shooting fish. So all of you that have a spear gun, great idea, great idea. Um, but just know you're the ones that are gonna get approached first, not me. Which makes me feel a little bit safer. Do come back to the boat though. You do not want to be too far away from the boat with or on the surface. That's all I'm saying. If you're on the bottom, it's fine. They're going to leave you alone unless you're messing with their territory. That's the only reason why a human being would ever be bit on the bottom. So I think one got bit up here because he had a DPV and the electronics in the DPV. I'm not sure about that story, but that's what I was told. I don't have a DPV. I would love, man. A lot of my buddies, they're older, they're using DPVs, and they kick my ass getting to the sites. Um, they jump in the water, and man, they can really cover ground, which is something you need to learn about lobsters. They're social animals, but you have to cover ground in the daytime to find them. And when you find them, stick in that area because they're social. Little tip for the day. And so, anyway, I got this, and I was like, man, um, I was on the other trip for free, and my buddy calls me, and goes, listen, I'm going to put 10 of my guys out on this boat, so I can. I think he's going for free. I'm not sure how that works. I don't care. The point is, I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this. This is my favorite boat to dive off of. I believe Dan's one of my favorite captains. It's Captain Dan running it on the Vision. Uh, but I believe my buddy Captain Ian's going to be on there. Now, Captain Ian was an up and comer when the Golden Boy, Captain Graham, he took over from Captain Graham. Captain Graham can do no wrong ever. Solid captain, smart, can fix anything. Now, all of a sudden, we get a new captain. Every time we get a new captain, everybody looks at each other and says, oh no, right? Okay, well, turned out Captain Ian was a stellar captain. Made a couple saves. He saved a boat over there at the, I think it was SBI. It was sinking. Somebody forgot to check to see if their bilge pumps didn't work. They got a brand new engine on there, and it was sinking. And they did a mayday, and the dive boat showed up first. Got them all on board, big deck, saved them. The boat, I don't know what happened to it. It was floating. The tow people came over and lifted it. So if you own a boat, uh, make sure your wires are all connected. I'll just say, just do a check, especially if it's been sitting. My boat sat for because lobster season. I always go down south, so it sat. I took it this weekend, and I went on Sunday, and all my buddies that are instructors are like, dude, you know, I'm like, maybe if it's deep, No, 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 no. We just did an advanced deep dive. You don't see anything there. So there's no reason for me to get my boat old salted up and then I got to come home and clean it. I'm a fair weather diver at this point. It looked calm. Um, my buddy was kind of talking me into it. I was a half an hour late down. I did 9 o'clock because it doesn't matter what time a spearfisherman gets there, because we get to go see the fish that we shoot. I know fishing, they bite at a certain time, and you got to figure out things and set up things. It's just different for me. That's it. So 9 o'clock, boom. I showed up 9:30, and then we just kind of sat around, hanging around, talking, and my buddy came back with his dive boat, and he's like, "Oh man, it, it's not going to happen." And I'm like, "That's all I needed to hear." So I hung out with my buddy Dan for another couple hours, filled a couple tanks, and just rocked out of there. Boat, boat. By then, everybody was here for the family, and man, it was just a blessed day. Today I got an extra job. My neighbor needed a tree work service, cut up with a chainsaw, so paid for my trip. Just a blessing right there. I didn't even know how I was going to do this kind of trip with this money, this day and age. $1,000 is can go a lot of different directions this day and age. So no politics. Listen, it is what it is. Pay my $7 worth of gas per gallon, and I'll just be quiet because everybody wants electric cars. So go get your electric cars. Dumbest idea ever. But that's neither here nor there. Um, anyway, my weekend. So that was my Sunday. I was going to go look for a halibut. Didn't get them, but I got this. I'm going to Alaska. Okay, here we go. Going to Alaska again. So I go out in my freezer, and I'm superstitious about anything. You start a new season, and if you got any of that, TJ got me into this thinking like this, my buddy. You got anything in your freezer, it's gonna jinx you. So I went into my freezer, and oh, okay, it was okay. Gotta go to the flea market. Flea market, okay. Oh, the weekends. Melbourne, Florida. He's in Florida. Okay. Wonder what he sells at. Hey, are you still there? Or did you leave, Mister Travels? Like, do you sell stuff at the flea market? That you're like your family? Well, I always wondered about that. Because I used to go to the flea market when I was a trashman. So I'd save everything on my trash route for like a month. And then my ex-wife would tell me, "Hey, can you get rid of this stuff?" So I'd go to the flea market. And everything that you threw away, that I knew would sell at the flea market, I would grab out of the hopper, throw it up on top of the hopper. Sometimes I got bikes. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff. We had this one guy that he just a gated community, right? If the kids come out, you got to stop your truck and pretend like you're not working and you're there to see their kids special. That's why we do our routes like at 5 o'clock in the morning, just knowing we wouldn't have to run into those kids. Not that there's anything wrong with running into kids, but when you're getting paid for an 8-hour day, but it was work incentive. So we'd have our routes down to 4.5 hours. So you think about it, I started at 4:30 in the morning. I was off back home at 9 a.m. Now I could start my other business at janitorial, but okay, hang on. Last time. Donut shop. Okay. Wasn't an outdoor. So you're from Florida. Good weather there, huh? Is it like hurricane season though? Okay, answer that and I'll come back to you guys. Oh no, this is where my dyslexia or not my ADD kicks in. We were talking and we were on a good subject. Okay, well, I'm just gonna wing it. Let me take a drink. We'll pretend reset. But anyway, I'm going on trips. I got one next weekend. I get to go hang out with one of my new buddies that I met in the LB, and I'm gonna go to the PCS show. PCS show. I'm just gonna walk around for a couple hours, kill some time, and then go down to. Well, I'm not telling where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. And I'm gonna jump in the water. I need to do a commercial for my new dive light, the Orca torch. I've done everything. I've done the box unboxing. I've done the putting it on the helmet. Now it's time to put up or shut up. So I'm gonna put up, and I got my buddy diving with me. I might have another buddy coming, so I got to talk. I got to talk with the other guy because it's his boat. So if he, just saying, if we can do 3 divers, that would be cool. Blah blah blah. Let's talk. I haven't even talked to you yet, so I'm going to talk to him. But we're just going to go have a blast for about 5 hours, right? So I'm going to leave my house. I live up here in Monterey, California. I'm going to drive down to this PCS show, which is 5 hours away. So I figured if I leave here at 7, me and my buddy, boom, we hit that up. Hang around for about 3 hours. Boom, jet out of there. Get to our dive spot by dusk, right? Now we're fucking. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I can cuss. Now we're fucking ready to rock, man. We are ready to rock. My adrenaline will be going. I'll be a little tired because I'm an old man, 53, right? But I'll be ready to put in some work. Like first time I met Miguel. Yeah, that kind of work. Woo-wee! That was just fun. Just great time. And then from there, hang on. What do we got? Let me just write where I'm at. Night dive. Okay, hang on. I'm answering questions. I know this is very unprofessional, but we just got things going on like crazy. Bucket. I'm on my way back to the shop. See you in at half an hour. Oh, right on, homie. Just text me. I'm carrying on the Instagram right now and the YouTube. So back to night dive, okay? So we're going to do that night dive, and then I have options. I'm not going to put my camper on my truck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll down with my boys. And, hey, there you are, my man. Hey, good job, buddy. That's a long day for you, Bill. I didn't tell you what they did. You're a truck driver that drives in snow. That's what I told him. So cheers to you, buddy. I got one more of these, so I'll open it with you, okay? Well, I'm only doing 2. I did not buy my 4-pack. I'm not going to, man, after Saturday night, Bill and me didn't even play, but I was up until like 1:30, which is impossible for me, right? And it's because I had 2 4-packs of this beer. Because I know. I saw your text, bro. I saw your text. I just read it. Hey, Bill, look at these. Let's add. Hey, I want to show you guys 2 pictures. I'll show you guys 2. What's up? Hey, what's going on, Jeremy? Hang on. Right. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I want you guys to. Hey, which thumbnail should I use? Okay. This is for my halibut cheeks thing that I have right now to go out. It's halibut butts. There's this one. Do you see that? In the frying pan? Hang on, where's the camera? There it is. Sorry if there's a glare. That one. This one. Hang on. Okay. Or, hang on, wait a minute. Look at this one. Now, these are all the halibut cheeks, but it's a picture of me and I'm holding them up. Oh, where's the camera? God, I am dyslexic. There we go. Maybe. Or this one. And that says Brent's halibut, or Brent's butts, I think. Cheeks? Brent's cheek butts. What does it say? Hang on. Brent's butt cheeks. So when I go to Alaska, I don't bring any halibut back from Alaska. Why? I slaughter them here, right? So I only take the cheeks. Now the cheeks are the best on a halibut, if you don't know. So when I'm traveling back, I have the prawns, those big prawns, the spotted prawns. I love those. My favorite, hands down. Soon as I learn where and how to grab king crab under the ice, I'm in. I'm in. Oh man! As soon as I saw Chef Ramsay. Do you know he's a scuba diver? And I saw him go down in ice, grab one, and bring it up and cook it right on the ice. Okay, I don't need to be that. But I am gonna go get in the. I'm gonna have what they do is they cut a hole in the ice, and then they attach two lines to you in case one breaks, and then you go under the ice. You got to come back to that hole because hey, listen, you lose that hole, and you're just gonna watch yourself die because your air is gonna run out, and you'll be like watching like 500 psi. I already know. For me, that would be a good 5 minutes of really just little tiny ones going like that. But the that I can't wait to go do that. Get under the ice, grab myself a king crab, one of the big ones too. Then I'm gonna taxidermy it. I'm going to Florida. I got a guy that contacted me, professional surfer, he's 54th in the world. Anyway, uh, he says, "Hey, if you make it out here in July, we're having a contest. Love to have you on my boat, and I got a room for you to stay in, so everything's free." Well, here's the thing: I'm buying myself one of those vans that you could just sleep in. Right now, I can just go travel and meet people. Right, and then if we don't get along, touche, I'm out. Not that I'm not going to get along with anybody, but listen, yeah, if you don't know me, I'm either loved or I'm hated. There's no in between with me. There's and it's normally to the liberals. Okay, I don't care if you're a liberal, but apparently you guys don't seem to like me because I can defend myself. And if anything goes wrong, I can still eat, and I probably gain weight, as you can see by my videos. None of those are reshot. Anyway, so the halibut cheek butts. I go into my freezer, and guess what? I see Brent's cheek butts. Like, oh my gosh, we got to get rid of these because I'm going. I'm going in. What is it? May, at the end of May. That's when it really kicks off. That's when my halibut just really kick off. So, um, and those halibut up there are huge. Uh, I got buddies that have shot one. My buddy Kyle's going this year. He's back on the trip. Hey, listen, he's a new dad, right? So new dads have to sacrifice, and he sacrificed last year because he had to. His house that he was in was getting sold, and now he bought a beautiful house up in the hills. He's got property, and they're all situated. He couldn't do it last year because they were moving, and all this happened all at once. Boom, boom, boom. So we put it. My other buddy got to go, right? Blah blah blah. So just want to make it clear, it's a fun trip. It's not a charter. You guys cannot contact. Um, I don't believe anybody up there. I don't know. Listen, I don't live in Alaska. I don't know people. I know my friends in Alaska, and that's all I go to is my friends. I know it's a beautiful place with a lot of moose and what else they got up there, Bill? They got the moose. They have. I will tell you this. Um, they have like if you guys have seagulls. I live by the ocean, so seagulls are everywhere. You go to your dump, seagull, 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 and then they'll shoot a gun off. Not a gun, just a scary noise, and then they'll fly around, and that's where you jump in your truck because they're just gonna fly around and poop on you. They get them off the trash so the tractors don't run them over. So animal rights people saying, oh, they need to eat. Okay, listen, the world has to keep moving and going forward. Bear, deer, yes, all these things, and it's a wilderness. It's not like they're trash bears, right? Or they're city bears, or I think they call them, with a lot of parasites, and it's real quality meat that you can't even buy in the store. Maybe if you go to a really exclusive restaurant, you probably pay $500 for a meal. And then there's real men that just go out there and do it. They do it in the realms that they're supposed to. Get it tags. Clean meat, Bill says. Hunting with Bill. Bill, you still working? Or are you on your way home? What's it doing? So I was making a video on the cheeks, the halibut cheeks. That's what I bring back, and scallops. and box crab. Now, if you've never had a box crab, go ahead and Google it. They live up in Alaska. I think they're in Washington too. Bill, do you have them in the old Canada, Vancouver area, the islands? Oh man, what a glorious day to drink. Bill, I haven't had a drink since Saturday when we were going crazy. And Bill, I'm going 95. No, you're not, Bill. Bill, you're not going 95. You're doing the speed limit. Let's just fake it in life. This is where you got to edit yourself. I'm going 95 because the idiot's going 95. Just come home and be in my ear. Um, if that's not a bromance, I don't know what is. Stay safe out there, Bill. Um, so we got the halibut butt cheeks. So I took them out and we what does it call that when you dip them, Bill? Oh no, my brain's going. Hang on. You put them in a batter. A batter. Now you get some nice oil. You put them in the oil. It's not healthy. I get it. And then you crust them up. And then look at this. Let me just show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about, kids. Because this is what I ate. Okay. Let me get me out of the picture. I guess I don't need to. Look at that. That's halibut cheeks. Those are cheeks from Alaska. And you're like, no way. Halibut cheeks aren't that big. Yeah, they are when they're 60-pound, 50, 80-pound halibut. Absolutely, they are. Best meat out there. Chewy, a lot of fat. Oh, man, is it good. So, listen, times are tough. People are paying $15 for McDonald's Happy Meals and everything. And I paid, you know what I paid for that meal? Well, we bought corn tortillas, super cheap. Cheese, we already had that, shredded cheese. Coleslaw. A bag of coleslaw is not. I normally go. Sometimes I go to my barbecue place in town because they have the best coleslaw. The last time I did that, I got like a half a pound. It's like $15. I said, screw you. Like, hey, good job for doing a secret sauce or whatever you're throwing in it. But everything's $15 now. Like, I ain't paying that. So I went back to Safeway. I know I could have even went to budget grocery store or whatever they call it. I can't remember. But I went to Safeway. It was $4.99 a bag. Boom, got it. Mixed it in. My wife mixed it in with something. I don't know what she makes with it. I think there's mayonnaise in it. I don't know how to make coleslaw. Let me just think about this. Hey, Bill. Bill knows how to make coleslaw. Bill, how do you make coleslaw if you buy it from the bag? Just all the shredded cabbage. What do you do after that? You put a little Thousand Island in there? I don't know. This is where I don't know. Okay. I know when I eat, it looks amazing, but it's only because I know how to kill it. I know how to clean it, and I know how to prepare it. Then you let the wife take over, right? And then she'll go ahead and cook it because she's a great cook. But she doesn't even like watching my videos of me killing. She's not, and I get it. Listen, it's hard to watch, but if you want to be a man, you want to teach your kids how to be sustainable in life. Driving. I know you're driving home. Oh, you can't text and drive at the same time. You don't have that capability where you just hit a button on your steering wheel and it. Okay. Don't tell me how to. Hey, I don't want to know how to make coleslaw. You're driving 95 according to you, and you're gonna text me how to how to make coleslaw. I don't need it. I'll figure it out from the wife. Oh, today, just blessed day. Neighbor came over, said, "Hey, I got a tree that fell down." The tree service said that they're gonna be a couple weeks out because we just had a storm. He goes, "Hey, you want to do it?" And I'm like, he goes, "I'll pay you." And I'm like, ah. And then this trip came up last night. This dive trip that I'm on. I know it's $1,000. And right now, I don't have $1,000 to go do anything. But my neighbor, champion, told me $1,200. I said, "Oh, tickle my taint in about it's coming up 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I got to say tickle my fancy, but tickle my taint. I'm in. Boom, got it all up, chopped it up for him, left him the nice round, so now he can rent a splitter and age it next season and go ahead and use his tree. Um, got to help him out. He got to help me out, and I get to go play now. Now, go back 3 years ago. Money wasn't even a problem. 10 trips a year, blah blah blah. But hey, consider the way you're voting, people, because we're not going to be able to give donations to everybody. So all charity groups are going to suffer. Everybody's going to suffer. It's hitting everybody. It's even hitting. See, I'm not wealthy, um, but when it starts hitting my class of people, and I didn't class myself. I'm just saying, um, things. We're the ones that work. We're the ones that actually own businesses, and now we have to cut corners to just keep food on the table for us and the people working for us. So listen, if you're homeless, you get to live for free and they get 3 free meals. You have better insurance than me. And I pay for me and my wife, I think I pay like 1,500 a month. Haven't even been in the hospital for well, last time I got bit by a halibut. Last May when I came back. And I came back from Alaska, what I do, I got so much adrenaline, and all my buddies just watched all my videos, and they're like, "Hey, halibut are here?" I'm like, "No, I was in Alaska, dorks." They're like, "Don't care, let's go." Okay, now we go. Guess what? They're here. They're already here. Um, so you just got to find them. They're like Easter. It's like an Easter egg hunt underwater. I know it's super easy, and I'm cheating because I have tanks, and um, I'm back. You're back where? Oh, oh, you're driving. Okay. Did you do your last stop? Or you said 7:30 my time, which is 8:30 your not time. You're not even gonna have what are you gonna eat? Have a beer and pass out? Start over? That's what happens when you didn't go on Saturday or Sunday. He was supposed to do jobs on Sunday, but he got there and the diesels won't start because they're so cold, right? Um, yep. Heading to the shop now. Okay. Be careful, young man. The show's not worth it. We got 8 minutes. I mean, join me when you get here. I am getting warm, so I'm going to hit the fan. Oh, I haven't even turned the lights on yet. Okay. Uh, compliments the bird. Compliments the bird. Okay. Can I go? I can't remember. I don't think I could do Facebook on here. So, anyway, hey, YouTube people, thank you for joining me. If you want to join me for the rest of the show, I'm going to be on Facebook. BRENTMITSCH. BRENTMITSCH. Just pop over if you like what you're seeing. Let's be friends. And I accept friendship from anybody. I don't care what you do or who you are. Just be respectful. That's all. I'm building a brand. It's called the Seawolf brand. It's crazy, but it's actually working. Got I got a I got a website coming. My buddy's doing it. The guy that's joining me down in where are we going? Oh no, I can't say where we're going, but we're going lobster diving Saturday. So guys in the green pants, I'm going lobster diving on Saturday. It could be anywhere from Santa Barbara down to San Diego. I'm not going to Mexico. So that is the general area that I'm going to be in. And the GoPro will be running the whole time, so there'll be no violations. And if we do run into each other, it's a blessing to be next to you guys. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Okay, that's all. And that's not an invite to give me a ticket. I don't want a ticket. I'm not asking for a ticket. I don't want to be on your guys' radar. For some reason, I'm so good at what I do. It makes me on your radar, and that's okay. Um, just know I don't sell. I don't bargain with the food. I'm like Robin Hood. Just give it away. But I was told I could. Now, if that has changed, let's stop. I don't give it to the same people. I eat it myself. And then when I'm tired of eating it, lobster, I'm so over, which sounds terrible. I know. But here's the thing. When you have as much lobster as me. And you've seen all my shorts and everything. I'm cooking like a madman. And then I'm turning them into these beautiful crustaceans, which, by the way, they'll be on my website. And if you want to pay, you can pay. Um, I know what it costs to turn them into that. If you want to do it yourself, do it yourself. That's what I say to do. For the first one, I did have it done. Took me a year to get it back. Excellent work. Excellent work. And it was that was 15 years ago, and it was $700, something like that. Now they're from 1,000 to 1,200. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of knowledge. But I have video after video on YouTube of how to do it. Instagram, I have shorts. Um, at the end of the season, what I'll do is a short, but guys only give me a minute to do it because I gotta be able to promote it, right? I gotta be successful. Trying to get people that watch 10 seconds of nothingness to watch a minute video is impossible. And I knock it out of the park like every time I'm up to bat. Every time I get all these awards. Whoa, here's your $6 bonus for winning whatever. I don't know. And I won't pay. You can pay. You can pay to get another. They base it on how many people are going to let you watch it, right? So if you're paying, that means you're not doing it right because you don't have right content. Now I got the right content. Hang on, somebody just messaged me. Oh, look at that. Who is that? Skinny Mark. He's got vodka and apple cider. What do you do with that? Hey, Bill, what do you do? You give it to your mom. You're right. And sadly, uh, I do now. But before I didn't, Bill. I had buddies that would go fix her deck that would give her halibut and salmon because they're like, "Oh, your son you must be tired of it." And she goes, "He won't give me any." And then I get a message from her eating salmon or halibut. That's the old days. Mom will be on the next show, and I'm working on my relationship with my mom. Everybody should listen. Um, Life's too short not to enjoy people. If I can give one lesson to anybody, that's it. And I would please take that lesson to heart. Um, anyway, so I got 3 minutes. Let me just set up my phone. We'll keep we'll keep the Instagram people on the Instagram line right there. Okay. And we'll go Facebook. Okay. I think I know how to do it with the phone. Go Brent. Okay. Got 6 messages. Let me check them real quick. I want to go. You're in Australia. Do you really want to go? Can you make it? This guy, I just saw him. He just got to Australia, and he's from um, Idaho, I think, and his daughter goes to college right here in Monterey. And I've never met him, but we've come close. Everything seems to come up when he comes down and visits his daughter. He wants to go diving and get a halibut. But he also wants to go lobster diving anyway. Right now, he's in Australia. It's solid. Just got there. He's retired, so if he wants to come, man, I would love to have him on board. Get to meet him. I don't even know what time it is in Australia. Hang on. Hey Siri, what time is it in Australia right now? 12:30 p.m. Okay, that's not bad. But it's a day. They're in the future, I believe. Because when I went to Fiji, man, when you travel, I don't know how you guys do it. Because okay, hang on, I gotta concentrate here. Give me a minute, everybody. Don't leave or do leave. I mean, can't hold you down, make you hostage. Let's see, go live. Where does it go live? Post live. Boom, live, real. Add a description. Okay, add a description. Lobster season coming to a close. Done. Okay? Whether you guys are going to hear the same show. So if you want to tune out, tune out. If you don't, don't. Love to have you guys stay. Um, what the heck? Add a description. Lobster season coming to a close. Done. Okay. 5:30. We go live in 3. Yeah, let me put a hat on. 2. And there's a thumbnail. That's how you do thumbnails, people. If you don't know, took me a while, but I figured it out. Uh, we are now live on Facebook. The people that pay me. Okay. Let me put this up here. Hang on. Let's get this all set up, all professional. Phones in. Thank you, my man. Okay. All right. So, hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Been hanging out with your kids. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful week. Man, today I was we started the treatment today. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was a beautiful thing. So, and then I got to come home. Oh, I got it. Okay, let me just start with you guys. So I've already told you guys, like I said, if you guys want to bounce, I get it. Um, so today I signed up for. If you've watched my Facebook, you just saw I actually paid for a dive trip. Normally I don't pay. Here's why I don't pay, because I put a stupid amount of people follow me that want to be hanging out with me and diving with me. Okay, now most people don't even get to dive with me, even my buddies, because compliments the brewery. I've already broken into the brewery thing. Um, so most people don't get to dive with me, even when they're on trips, because I'm a solo diver. I like to be the best at what I do. And when you have people following you, and if you don't know how to approach a halibut, if you're hunting for halibut, you'll spook the halibut. Now I can go up and I can stab it in the head. Why can I do that? Because they're right here. And what I've learned. Okay? That's cocky it sounds, yes. But is it cocky? No. Let me move you guys right over here so you guys can at least see what's doing. It's all blurry in the background. I'm sorry. I got a cheap laptop. It's not cheap. It's where I do all my finest editing. But hey, you guys up in Facebook land, if you got a question, go ahead and leave it. I don't have Bill with me for another 30 minutes. He's still working out there in the cold land of Canada. And it was a doozy for him today. So, just a blessed day. But what I did do is my trip got canceled last weekend because of weather. Now, I only have till the 20th to get lobsters. Okay? I want the world record. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year, but I never say I don't give up until the fat lady sings, right? That's what true champions do. So, I am going to just hammer down next Saturday. I'll be in the water. And we got next Saturday, and then we got the following weekend. I'm doing a trip. You can get on the trip. There's no specialty. It's the cheapest I've seen this trip in. Hey, Mark, what's doing, buddy? I saw. Now, Mark, when you do vodka and apple cider, is that good? And Bill will say it's good because Bill doesn't care. But is it really good? And isn't that too much sugar? Vodka is supposed to be the best alcohol if you want to lose weight. I get it. But when you start adding all that sugar with it, I don't know. Listen, do you. I'm proud of you. It's just I don't get that at all. I don't. The bear shit in the woods. Okay, Mark, remember we are not cussing on this program. Come over here to Instagram and do your little comments, please. Mark, support the man. Okay? I'm out here I'm like a used car salesman at this point. But it's coming. Don't you worry. I'll be number one. It's what I do. TikTok. Got my eye on it. I just got to work everything out. Like I said, the studio has to be functioning. I need to be able to have people come up on my show, and then I have to have people that know how to kick them off my show when they get crazy and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just start. I'll pull out things and break things, and I don't want that. So I just want to go even flowing. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we got 3 applications running now. We got YouTube over here. We got Instagram there, and we got the parents up here at Facebook. Thank you, Mark, for the thumbs up. Very nice. And cheers, brother. Late yesterday, I did not drink at all. I did not come on at all. I was here. Bill's like, "Are you gonna go live?" And we're just having a good family day. Well, family days are pretty important right now. And what family day is on Sunday, all the nephews come over. Um, it gives me and my wife a little time to do something besides being involved in that. And there's nothing wrong with being involved in that. That's a beautiful thing. It's just, it's nice to have a little relaxation. So I decided to go diving on Sunday. There was no visibility. I didn't even put my boat in the water. All the instructors that are my friends out there, I know it's hard to believe instructors would be my friends the way I dive because, ooh, I do everything wrong. Um, Skinny Mark chat. I don't know what that means. Oh, hang on. Maybe I do know what that means. Let's see. Hang on. Twinkie. Accept. Oh, yep, accepted. Okay. Let's see here. Boom. Bill is at home and he's online, so that means that was yesterday. Okay. I think they're gonna put a room together and then once I get home. Mark, I'll go right now with you if you invite me, but you need to make it a private room. And if somebody comes in besides Bill, you can't start talking to them because you've seen my ADD, ADHD. I can't even do it right because I got dyslexia, so I mix all the letters around. That's the fun world my brain has been in for 53 years, and it's been a ride, and it's been very fun. Um, as a kid with ADHD and dyslexia, you learn how to be strong. Because kids in my day, you got bullied until you learned how to bully, and then you were the most bulliest person out there, so nobody would mess with you. And I just, I just went around a lot of beautiful people. A lot of beautiful people took care of me in my younger years. All my friends from high school, their parents. Um, and I've had a blessed life since. Because once you learn how to, when you can do the job of 3 people and you own businesses, you don't have to, you don't have to hire all those people, right? So if you don't have to hire 3 other people to work just like you think of the profit. And that's why I was successful in my janitorial business, at my HOA business, at my scuba business. If you want to call it a scuba business, there's no money being made, blah, blah, blah. It's just this. And this is my hobby. This is how I relax my brain. I jump in the water. I don't have to deal with life for up to an hour. And I get to kill things. And then I get to process them and I get to eat them. And if that doesn't make sense to you, then um, I don't know what to tell you. You eat fish, you eat meat. Even if you eat the what do you call that? Grass or vegetarian, right? Um, you're you're killing something that's living. I grew weed before. You play music for it, and the weed responds to it. I don't care if you believe that or not. I've seen it with my own eyes. So you're taking a living thing, no matter what you do. So I respect you for ranging on the earth, and you don't have to respect me. You can actually think I'm a complete jerk. But guess what? I'm just going to keep this smile and I'm going to keep this attitude for the rest of my life. Don't even know how long that will be. Hell, Somebody up on my road died the other day, just crashed and boom, he's gone. Young dude. Okay. Um, my dad died at a heart attack. I guess he's 53. So, but I've lived past him. So I'm out there. Anyway, I get to go on a trip next weekend. I'm coming down to the PCS show. Uh, Leaving Saturday, going down there, hanging out for about 3 to 4 hours, then going to my next excursion, and it will be diving for lobsters. Not saying where, it'll be between Santa Barbara and Mexico. That's where it's going to be. Find me if you can. No need to find me. I'm not doing anything wrong. Look for the other people. That's all. With that, hang on. Where is the? Oh, I hit the button and no studio lights on. Hang on. Let's get this place a rocking. There we go. Add some light to it. That's what we needed. Um, let's make sure there's no other. Okay, no chat there. No chat there. Dead animals taste delicious. You're absolutely right, Mark. Every year I take a harvest of bison. Yeah, it's not a sport to kill it. You drive up in a truck and you aim at it, and you let your kids shoot it, so they know how to deal with those emotions when it comes up. And then you go back, and that's when the real work starts. We hang them for a couple weeks till the bones start slipping from the meat, and then it's processing. So you hang them in a freezer, refrigerator. As soon as the bone starts slipping, everybody gets back together. It takes 48 hours of cleaning, cutting, grinding, putting bacon in with it, and then you get this great product of the rest of your year's meat. So you guys want to keep going to the stores and paying those outrageous prices and not even knowing where your meat's coming from? I know where my meat comes from. I know where my fish come from. Comes from these. So, anyway, so I'm going on this trip on Saturday. We leave, then we're in the ocean. Then we're down in my. I'm gonna contact my buddy. He's down there. He's out of action. Got an Achilles tendon. Stepped off a treadmill. My age, right? Working, trying to keep healthiness, right? Steps off the treadmill. Achilles tendon's gone. Boom. Out for a year. So we'll go cheer him up a little bit. Take a little nap. Wake up early on Sunday, and I'll be back. 24-hour trip. Boom. Come back with 7 bugs, maybe the world record. Nobody knows. You just don't know, and that's the coolest thing. You don't know what you're going to see underwater. You don't know what you're going to find. And I'm going with some real people that know the real area, because here's the thing. If I'm not at the Channel Islands, I'm lost to lobster. They seem to be a lot more easier to catch. But I don't know. Listen, I don't want to say that because I know people are just getting into it and it sounds super cocky. I get my lobsters in the daytime though, right? Go to the Channel Islands and it's day diving, and you can get all 7 all at once on one dive sometimes, and sometimes it takes you all day to get them. It's just it's a mixture of you just have fun though, right? And I look at it as a competition. So whenever there's a bet going on the boat, I'm in it. And chances are, I would say I'm in the top 5 on the boat every trip, hands down. Now, I'm normally the number 1 person, but I've learned from the best, the people that were the number 1 people. So I'm at that part of my career. You got to listen. You got to learn. So if you want to listen and learn, jump on the trip. There's going to be so many expert divers for lobster on that trip. Now, do I get any money from this trip? No, I had to pay for it. I don't pay for trips anymore. I just don't. I don't have to explain it to you, but I have such a following, whether you believe it or not, that when the wolf goes on a boat, people want to meet and they want to see. and they want to see if I am really who I am, and I am who I am. I'm the real deal. So what you're watching is what you get, and a lot of people can't handle it. I don't have a filter. I'm trying to for Facebook because I was told to be family friendly. Got it. It's very hard for me. You can ask my mother, um, one of my biggest fans, but um, I just I look at life differently than most people, and I've been very successful in life. And I don't have a depression. I don't have anxiety. I've had it. I had the anxiety when I was told I couldn't see my kids for 2 years. That was tough for me. Fought through it, put myself through every program, and got to keep my kids in my life and got them back more and more, and then got whatever dad gets, right? Um, so it's dealing with the same thing now, right? Kids don't talk to me anymore, and they're grown. I thought this was all over after they were adults, right? And my kids stepped up though. They called their grandma in the next room, and for that, bravo. Whichever one you're watching on, kids, because I know you don't believe that I'm doing this, but I am. And I know you look at the numbers and say, ooh, one person watching, ooh, four people watching, ooh, one person watching. Analytics show something different. Just saying. And it's not, I want you back in my life because you said I was a narcissist. And I'm trying to get you back one more time so I can really rip you apart because that's what your mom wants you to believe. And you guys keep believing that. Scuba. Scuba. What's going on, young man? I'm on it. I got banned last week on my main character on PlayStation. Uh, so right now I'm a different character, but if you connect with Bill, Bill will direct you where what character I am. I got a 7 day timeout on that character, but you just move on to the next character. So cheers. Anyway, enough of my kids. Love you, kids. I'll say that. Uh, Emily, you said I didn't. You never heard me say you love me. I told you every time I saw you, and every time you left. So I don't know where your brain has been erased, but um, you're looking stupid, but you did a great thing, man. See, that's a compliment without being a compliment. So let me go back. Thank you for what you did. Okay, which I think you're going to be watching on Instagram. Thank you for what you did, and that's it's just, it shows that you're not just a worthless piece of shit of a person that I thought you were. Okay. I thought you were soulless. And that is your grandma in the next room, and you did a great thing. So, okay, that's it. I'll leave you alone. I won't leave your mom alone. So if that drives you guys crazy, F it. And it's not that I even want to be involved in any thought about her. I just can't believe you kids won't talk to your dad, and you won't even tell me what I did wrong. And you called me a narcissist, and then I proved I wasn't a narcissist. So why don't we have a relationship? Is my question to you and to you, Weston. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to leave you alone, but it doesn't make sense because here's the problem with it. Let me know what I did wrong and let me work on myself because that's what humans do. And when you don't even give an answer and you pretend like you're not watching, um, I don't know what it does for your brain because I'm a dad that wants to see you, and you guys say that I'm this person, this monster that your mom created me into because I didn't want to be with her. I chose my wife over her. Um, I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I did because I didn't want to live with the narcissist anymore. So that's all. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to get back to my trip. This is what makes me healthy. I go diving and it resets my brain. And I get to dive this weekend, this next weekend, and then I get to go on my final lobster trip of the year, close out the season. And I'm ready for it to be closed out. What I mean by that is, as soon as lobster season's over, it's diving every weekend, sometimes 3 to 4 times a week with my buddies for halibut, and that's where I'm going. I'm switching gears. I'm already there. Tried it this Sunday. The weather didn't cooperate. Okay, there was a tornado warning in California. We don't get tornado warnings here. Um, I know, I know. You guys can now say global warming. Well, in my day, it was the ice age was coming. Remember, Mom, the ice age? They scared us all. By 2030, the world was going to be iced over. Now, oh my God, all the icebergs are going to melt because global warming, and there's a tornado warning that was coming out of nowhere in California. Must be. Listen, you guys do what you want with your politics. Leave me out of them because I don't care about your global warming. You think I don't care about the environment? Absolutely. You think I don't care about the the fishing industry, the fishery? I do. You think I'd put a dent in it? It seems like it because I'm that good. Um, Halley time. There's my boy. Hey, I signed up. I don't know if you saw on the FB, but put my receipt out there and everything, my dude. I hope you're joining me. He's going to be joining me next weekend too. Not going to say who, but my boy. Uh, and he's just replaced another diver that decided to do other things in life, and he's really into his kids. So that's where my old diver friend went. Um, New dude right here, but he's not new. He's my solid friend. He's an instructor. Watch my videos. He's just a clown like me. We think alike, which is kind of crazy. And he's just a champion in life. And the story I have with him, with his first halibut, well, I'll just say, you can't write that kind of story. That's how it goes. Ozone layer. Yes, the ozone. Remember the ozone. Remember our hairspray. Okay, you can't blame me for the ozone layer. I don't have hair. But I will say, the girls in my generation in the 80s, you look at their hair, we put a dent in that zone, man. Because that was Aquanet all the time. I had a flat top that I would spike up, right? Dad wouldn't let me have the mohawk, so the next best thing was a flat top. But I would do that, and then I would put peroxide. I put lemon juice on it because I didn't have money to get the free free. You just put lemon juice on your head and you go out in the sun, and then your hair turns orange. Oh, compliments the brewery. Oh God, that's good. Mom, don't worry. Only having two tonight. Didn't have any last night. Now Saturday, I had to put a dent in my two 4 packs, and I paid for it on Sunday. I don't even get hungover. I'm like my grandpa on my mom's side that way. Alcohol doesn't affect me, but it affected me that day, and I'm just gonna slow down. I just can't have it at my house, so I can't have a keg. I thought I would have a keg out in my studio. Um, I'm just an excessive person. I give life 110%. I get everything I do. I live that way. Got it from my dad. So that is why I'm a successful businessman, successful person. That's why society can't beat me up. Um, because I am just, I'm that person and I'm loving it. Okay, hang on. Brent, what up, dog? Yep, exactly. I went out yesterday and didn't even put my boat in the water. Um, what happened is I went down there. My buddy Dan, I was at 45 minutes late after I told him I'd be there, and I got there, and he he's an instructor, and we're just talking with all the other instructors, and our buddy owns a dive shop. Came back with his boat charter and said, "Hey, eh, it's going to be terrible." It was all flat, but the period underneath was just tearing it up. So if you're looking for halibut and you have uh, any kind of motion like that, I've done dives, and you're like, what am I even doing here? Because you're going to swim over the top of them, or we scare them. And that's when I really get mad because you're this far in front of them, and then something moves that's huge, and it leaves, and you don't know what it is at first. Um, it's always a halibut, and then you're just like, what am I doing down here? So all the yep, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm coming down next weekend to PCH. I think it's a PCH thing. I don't. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. Um, and then I'm gonna go after that Saturday night. Hey, Game Wardens, Santa Barbara to San Diego border. I'm gonna be in there looking for lobsters. I'll get my 7, and maybe I'll get the world record. Maybe I won't. Nobody knows until, well, you know me. On if I get it, I'm going live. No, yes, I'll be live. Um, but chance of that happening are they're there because anytime you get in the water, you can do that, right? What's up, Rodney? Coming down, doing the PCS show, H show. I'm sorry, I, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to that show for about 3 to 4 hours, and then I'm rolling out. I really want to look at boats. I hear it's a great boat place. I hear it's great fishing and everything, but I'm going to go to that, and then I got to be in a place on Saturday night for my night dive. I get to do my orca torch, and I get to grab 7 lobsters there, and then I'm going to cruise over. Here's one of the reasons why I didn't dive yesterday. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I looked at my I look at my I look at my okay, hang on. Let me gather my thoughts. I think I need one more beer. I told Bill I was gonna wait for him, but I'm not. Hang on. And I don't really yell at my wife, so everybody stop. Love, princess. When you get up next, can you grab me a beer? Thank you. Okay. Normally I have my beer up here all set up. I was gonna wait for Bill, and Bill's working. He's a working man. So anyway, um, where was I? Okay, so going down next Saturday. Boom, gonna grab my 7, and then the next weekend. Listen, I don't make any money off this. I don't have to pay for these trips. I'm paying for this trip because it's helping the company out. And if you want to know how it is to grab lobsters, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be able to. It's not a teaching time. So don't get on the boat thinking, hey, Seawolf or Brent or Two Chains or whatever the hell you want to call me, narcissistic dad, is going to walk me through things. No, it's my last time to dive for halibut. Not lobster, sorry. I've already gone to halibut in my head. That's what it does, boys. I go and girls. I go straight to halibut, and I'm so excited about halibut season this year. Last night or yesterday, we cooked 2 chains. Thank you. Oh, got him. Hang on. Hang on. You're right. There you go. Uncle T's. Hey, this is to my uncle. Prisoners, Maximum Prison made these for him in the 80s. Mom, remember these? Remember all the jewelry he would get us? Okay. Boom. There's your 2 chains. I could do a chain of a halibut and a chain of a, thank you, love. Chain of a halibut and a chain of lobster. But no. We're gonna do Uncle T's chains, and he pretty much goes with me everywhere. The guy would not leave his. He lived in Auburn. He was so warped by his job that he thought everybody was out to get him. It's what those jobs do to you. Your only friends are your coworkers, and he told me his best friends were the inmates. So lobsters for 2 more weeks, yes. And I've never seen. You know what the prices are on these boats? It's $1,000 to either SBI or San Miguel on the Vision. I know that's not your boat, but if you want to, she doesn't even. She outdives me. That one, the one commenting. So she's a better diver, a safer diver. She's an instructor, and she's one of the best instructors. And I got Dan. You're a best instructor too. Jesus. I'm going to really ruin it by saying that. Listen, all my best friends are instructors. and they hang out with me, and I know they tell people. Well, Dan tells people to watch my videos because he's twisted. uh, Most instructors say, "Hey, if you're going to watch this guy's video, um, just do the opposite." And it's almost like I told my kids, "Do the opposite of me in life, and you'll probably be successful." For some reason, I'm just a successful person no matter what I do. So I tell anybody and everybody, especially my son, because he has the same disabilities as me. Um, they're not fake. I know it's a cool thing to have ADHD now, and you get prescribed all these cool drugs that speed your brain up, and you can fool the system, and you can. It's like doing meth. That's what it's like. The Ritalin and whatever else they give you for this stuff. I never took it. My mom gave it to me. I'd put it under my tongue, and then I'd go sell it at school to the kids. Hypothetically, if I did that, would never do that. It's illegal. But my brain that slows down, it turns me into somebody that I would never want to be. Okay. Um, I have so much energy in life. I can go out and cut up a tree and make $1,000, $1,200 because my neighbor needed help from a tree, and that's what paid for that trip. So got to do my trip. Hang on, David Dan. If you have feeling any beer. Okay, that's the guy I'm going with. I'll just say it because if he's saying it, I'm saying it. That's my boy. He is gonna film me grabbing the biggest lobster ever, and if he even if finds it, that guy's so stand up. Well, I think he is. I mean, maybe he'll turn off my air and I'll find it and he'll turn off my air and let me pass away and then take it back and get the glory and say he dove with Seawolf and tried saving his life and but he need to bring back a lobster. And I'd be okay with that because I'd look down from heaven. Can you believe that? Heaven, yeah, maybe. There's a chance. Well, a year ago there wasn't a chance. Who knows? I went to church 2 weeks ago. Doesn't mean I'm back on track, but it does mean there's a chance. So you say there's a chance. Dibs on the orchid torch. You got it. After I'm done with it, you can run with it. It's yours. And if you want another one, because I'm going to blow orchid torch up. Because I'm going to be having it when I grab the biggest lobster, right? I'm also going to have it where it's doing the flashing red lights when the game wardens come up to me. So, hey, listen, game wardens, this is not a challenge for you to come find me and write me a ticket or check on me. I want nothing to do with that. I think you guys are all the greatest people in the world. I want to be off your radar, but apparently what I do does not keep me off your radar. So when you're the best, this is what happens. You follow. And I'm not saying they follow me. Just treat them with respect when they do get on your boat. And they have a tough job and they're enforcing these insane policies that your politicians are putting down. They're shutting down our oceans from us going out and harvesting our own food and having fun doing it. So I'll turn off your air. There's TJ. Yes, I know. TJ's on my boat. And I'm excited. TJ he's just a different human being and he's one of my best friends. So so yes, dibs on the orchid torch. You can have that as soon as I'm done with it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I don't care because I'm going to be the number one orchid torch provider out there. If you want an orchid torch, there's a hang on. I even have notes. 15% discount code FGB8088Q. Okay, and that is from Ashley Lee from Orchid Torch. If you want, privately PM me. I'll give you the thing, and man, that would be cool. But nevertheless, I can care less. I want the one with the laser on it because it's halibut season, and I want to see what the laser does to a halibut's eyes. I'm curious. You guys curious? Okay. Notes on the way. Awesome job. What do you mean? Notes on the way. Let's turn off your air. Notes on the way. Awesome job. Okay. It doesn't even matter. I can't figure it out right now, TJ. The edibles kicked in, and sorry, mom. And the second beer is going down just quite nicely. And this is it. I have no more. The market's closed. So and there'll be no more for me. Probably a good thing. Um, it says to wait. Okay. Anyway, um, halibut season to start. I'm gonna try to blind halibut. I know how to approach them, so I wouldn't suggest anybody do what I do. Do not try hand stabbing them. Um, Try if you can to calm down when you see them because they won't move if you approach them from the front. And I know TJ, I'm giving out too much information. Got it. But just approach them from the front. No matter where you shoot them, they're going to spear themselves because they only go one way forward. Just saying. Easy tip. Okay, so we're going on our trip. I got a whole bunch of my bros going on this trip, and I'm excited. Um, this trip is just going to be a great time for me to blow off steam. My buddy Diver Dan, instructor, is going to go on the trip, and we're just going to have a great time. Great time. I got my buddy TJ. I got my buddy Josh. You'll never find him on here. He doesn't even know how to get onto the internet. He doesn't believe in it. Not fine. I made it's the one where I made a video of him and his son for the first time getting their first halibut, and he asked me to go diving and show him because I was just nailing it on that trip, summer trip, Doug's trip from High Sierras. Jump on it if you can. Anyway, we're out there and I'm doing my job. Dan is following me. He sees a halibut. He lines up on it. I yell at him underwater, no, no. He could have shot it. He would have had a nice 30-pound halibut just like that. A lot of times halibut will spook, go up, and then lay back down. Right? This one kept just not fast, just a magic carpet. So Dan could have shot it. Dan was such a man. I wanted this little new kid to shoot it, my buddy Josh's son. Um, so I waved him off and thinking it would lay back down. It didn't lay back down, and we lost it. Okay, carry on. 45 minutes later into the dive, everybody's done diving. I look over and I do one glance, and there it is. Okay, I think it was a 29-pound halibut, and I bring his son up. I hand him my gun. I take my gun back because compliments the brewery. Compliments the brewery. Um, so I take the gun back because my dad senses come in, and when you shoot a halibut, if you don't know what you're doing, you might get a brain shot, you might get a spine shot. They won't move. Otherwise, these are creatures that want to survive, and they will drag you. And the bigger they are, the more you get dragged. Your mask might come off, so be prepared. Um, you go hands on, and that fish is all muscle. It's all all meat. There's not when you process one of those with the cheeks, and if you do the head soup, right, with a head meat, and you do the soup and then make a broth with it for my dogs, right, or a fish head soup, delicious. Um, you're getting. I'm gonna guess. TJ, back me up because you're more of a numbers person. I'm gonna guess 80% of that fish doesn't go to waste. Now, if you do what I do, the extra 20% I put out here and I turn them into little beautiful skeletons. Why? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But why did I keep all these and why does that lobster right there have 15 different parts from 15 different lobsters? It's because I kept it. And nobody could understand it. The kill shed smell is not pleasant, but it's not bad for me. Um, and I've just kind of created a real cool thing. So, with creating a real cool thing, is all I ask from you, share me out. You can't believe this is true? It's true. This is my journey to the end. And however it finishes, could be cancer, could be being struck by a car. I'm going to have a camera on. I mean, if a car is going to strike me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn the camera around. Um, But for me, I'm just gonna film the rest of my life, and I've done it. And this is why, hey, kids, I know I was gonna leave you out of this, but I'm gonna do it one more time. This is why when you call me a narcissist dad, and I have video after video after video after video of me being the best dad in the world, um, that's how I know you guys are full of shit. And I know I'm not supposed to cuss up there, so sorry. But this is where this is where you kids really effed yourself, because daddy's got videos of being the best dad. And when you're allowed to be the best dad when you're with a certain woman, and then when you decide not to be with her anymore, because that everybody knows my story that knows me. My neighbors knew I was the best dad. Thought I was kind of a shithead as a. Well, I guess I'm cussing. So I guess I'm cussing. I'm back to cussing, but a terrible husband to that woman. I didn't want to be with her anymore. I found the person I wanted to be with, and I'm with her, and I love her. So, um, me not being able to have a relationship with my kids shows. Okay, Bill. Man, Bill's texting me on my phone, blowing up my phone. So let me join here, go here, and go here. Now let me get the headphones, Bill. Hang on, Bill. Let me turn on the headphones. Just way to bring the show to a complete halt, Bill. I was in the middle of a great speech. Bill, are you satisfied? Okay, hang on. What? Hang on, Bill. Now I'm listening to some. It's a migrant's journey. Open fire on the. I don't know what my analytics are. Something about the border. I don't want to talk. I don't want it on there. Hang on, Bill. Hello, Bill. Hey, Bill. Great job working today, homie. I know. I know. Hang on, Bill. Let me. No, I'm not going to get off my kids. No, I'm not going to get off my kids. You can. Well, I already talked about that, Bill, and you were watching, so you don't have to switch things. I'm going to finish with this. Bill doesn't want me talking about my kids anymore because I said I wouldn't. But here's the thing: they did a good job, and I am not zesty. So please don't call me that anymore. You're not allowed to. Mm. I just want to finish this, Bill, and then I'll leave them alone. When you are one of my kids and you've had the greatest dad, and then you're trained to hate him, and the reason you give is he's a narcissist. That's Bill drinking. He's trying to catch up to me. Um, so when you do that, right? And you have a son, lol. So Dan was on my boat. Hang on, Bill. You keep drinking. Catch up. So I just want to take a note because Dan said that, right? And he's laughing, but it was a serious moment where I knew I messed up in life because all Dan heard was about my daughter. Um, and he didn't. He before I was claimed to be a narcissist, everybody knew me and my daughter were friends. That was the crazy part about this, right? So I would just talk all highly. I'd glow when I talked about my daughter. Uh, I don't know why I didn't give enough attention to my son. Um, and that was wrong of me. So Wes, if you're watching, sorry. Uh, so my buddy Dan, right? He made me realize something that day. Come up from a dive. I'm the best halibut diver out there, so I let other divers look for halibut after I've limited out in one dive um, on my boat. Nobody's paying. Nobody's doing anything. It's not bargain. It's just guys having fun. Okay. He he sat up on a dive with me because he just wants to hang out. He's a guy that just wants to hang out with another person, and it doesn't matter who they are. He's just interested in life. So he looked at me. He goes, he said, "Holy shit, you have a son?" Huh? Like, how did you not know? I thought we were good enough friends that you would know that I had a son, but I never talked about him. My fault. That's where I went wrong. I apologize. But at that moment, that's when I knew. I'm like, oh, um, yeah, I do have a son. And I'm proud of my son. And then I started talking about my son. He goes, no way. What is a sea wolf son like? And I said, he ain't me. I said, I trained him to be the opposite of me. And he's a stand up dude. Um, he just has a problem because I didn't turn him into a man to cut the umbilical cord. Sorry, mom, and quit sucking on the tit of a narcissist mother. So when you he got jealous of my daughter wanting to live with me for her high school years. I offered it to him. He said, no, I have friends, Dad. I don't want to leave them. I said, okay, I don't care, bud. I'll see you every other weekend and I'll see you on Wednesdays. That's what our relationship was. My daughter wanted to come live with me. Then it put play nice. Okay, listen, you guys, Bill's tired of hearing it. You're tired of hearing it, but it's the truth. So, man, this is the kind of fun part about fame is instead of when my dad died, the last contact I had was a fist fight and I beat him up in a restaurant with an ex-girlfriend. She wasn't involved. She just was mortified. Um, but he died and I didn't even get to be his best friend. And he's turned me into quite the man. He turned it up a little too much, maybe, for society today. Uh, but he made a beautiful man, and that's me. And Wes, there is a chance that you're a beautiful man. But if you want to have a relationship without the bullshit at this point, let's do it. I saw both of you kids do miracles last week. You called grandma. I don't know if it's because of something I said. I don't know if it's something your grandma said, your other grandma, but you did the right thing. So I will leave it alone, Dan. You're right. I'll play nice. Just saying. That moment in my life when you said you have a son on my boat, and I looked at you and I said, you did not know this, messed with my head a little bit after that conversation because I knew I messed up somewhere in parenting. Because I would glow about my daughter. Everybody knew I had a daughter. Everybody's seen the videos with my daughter. Put my son in videos too, but it was before you guys were watching. Very proud of the young man. Hope he does good in life. So, where are we at? We got 17 more minutes or 15 more minutes, so I'm just going to keep rolling this out. Check messages. Nope, nothing. Still from Jeremy TRC. Compliments the brewery. Let me find out how many beers Bill's in. Bill, how many beers have you done? Can you guys not send me messages right now? I don't know why you guys are. Can you just stop for? Yeah, Bill. Just give me a couple minutes and then. Hey, no, I can't. But hey, Star, there's Star. Hang on, Bill. Keep talking to Mark. Hello, Star from Bill. Star was how do you say that? Star was a big influence on my daughter. I have a video on here where I was looking for halibut and I slayed him that trip. Honestly, every dive I did, I was nailing halibut. It was a summer trip. Hey, Bill. Star says hi. If you look at the comments, well, just I don't send a picture, Bill. I don't, Bill. Honestly, Bill, drink your beer. I'll be with you in. Hey, Bill, people can hear you. Quiet. Thank you. Just talk with Mark for a minute. Have a party. How many beers are you in? What are you trying to catch up to? How many? 3. Okay. I'm still on number 2. He's going to have 3 more right now. Okay. That's Bill. You want to follow Bill, Hunting at Bill. If you can find him, it's going to be hard. Anyway, so Star finally said, hey, let me take your daughter. Okay. And here's what we did. We dropped down. I said, I'm going to film. This is going to be great. And sure enough, Star sees a 40-pound plus halibut. And this is a true story. And she turns to show my daughter where it's at. And because of that motion, that's the thing about a halibut. They will move like that. Once they feel they can get away and be safe, they will. So if you approach them from behind, they're going to scatter and you're not going to get them. When you come in to them at the front, you watch their eyeballs. If you know what you're doing, you'll know when they're going to make a move. But that's experience. Blah, blah, blah. So I see this one go, the biggest one of the trip. Going to win the pool up on the boat. And now I'm like, this is exactly why. And we had 10 other divers following us because when you're the best, they the other divers follow you, and there's no problem with that. Just do not get in my way. Um, that's when listen, follow and learn. That's what you should do. Um, but needless to say, I started swimming after that halibut. I took a compass bearing, thinking it would lay back down. Um, we had a big crowd following us. Yes, we did, Star. You're absolutely right. Like, we're not talking a big crowd. We're talking half the boat at least. And we jumped in early. And when my daughter was a newer diver, so making sure she's in, making sure she's safe, making sure she's dropping down okay. It's a different way because I don't check on any of that when I'm diving with people. When you dive with your loved ones, and especially when you dive with your loved ones and you have somebody like Star in your corner who knows how to dive, has been in every experience, has handled real life and death situations. Um, it's a whole new ball game, and she stuck with my daughter. And where that one was laying, there was probably five males I'm taking, looking at it. So if you see five halibut and their nose are point and they're okay size, but all of them are facing one way, they're looking at the female. Okay, just telling you. Another tip. I know, TJ. I'm sorry, but that's what happens. And I went off mad because that. So when my daughter called me a narcissist, this is kind of why I questioned it because I swam off after. I knew my daughter was safe with Star, and went and looked. I was down at 70 feet, and I ran into half the boat on that trip was photographers, and huh, photographers and hunters don't match. But why photographers were out in sand, taking pictures, scaring halibut up, tell them to go away because I'm coming. So I run into them. Now I'm really mental. So instead of looking at the sand, I go up and start collecting scallops up on the rocks, right? And getting my 10 scallops for the trip for the day. And came back to the boat and got on the boat, and there's my daughter and Star hugging each other. And Star helped my daughter get her first halibut. So cheers to you, Star. Whew, powerful moment. And I was there for that. And it slowed me down in life. It changed me a little bit as a man. Um, because when you see your daughter that happy, and I've already, thank you, Star. And I've already shot, God, how many did I shoot? I was probably up to 12. Wait, hang on, hang on. Oh, you can have five a day there. So yes, I could have been at 12. Okay. I was thinking up where I live, you can only have I don't know, three. Right now it's two. But last year it was three. But then they closed the salmon season, said we were killing too much halibut. So they said two. So we're at two. I believe I have to check. I also have to buy another fishing license because Sunday I went down there and my buddy, hang on. How's your show doing? Hey, there he is, Travis. Hang on, Bill. Bill. Hey, Bill. Look at Travis just said, "How's your show doing?" I want to bring this to a stop. Show to a stop. Hang on. No, no, no. Bill, he got my package. That's the guy that wanted the tiara, the legs. So my leg was about an inch short, but he said it's gonna work. It's gonna work, right, Travis? Yeah, yeah. Just put a pecker on it. No, you can't say that, Bill. Yeah, why would you put a pecker on an inch? Your pecker, yes, not his, yours. Send him your pecker. Get the next inch out of it. I'm gonna send it direct. Okay, wait. That's we're on Facebook. We can't talk like that. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back, and let's just say this. I know you've pounded 3 beer, Bill. Let me finish up. I got 6 minutes, so okay, I'll hurry. So, Star, Thank you to you, Travis. I really appreciate your help. Okay, listen. When you sent me that picture of your daughter smiling with the tiara, whatever you call it, on, and you said you made her day. That's what he sent me in Messenger. Um, I instantly said, "Hey, you just made my day," because it reminded me of when my daughter was 6. Right? I wasn't into scuba diving or lobsters then, um, but I was into my daughter as a dad, uh, and that is that's wow. It was a wow moment. So, um, Travis, not that I want to uh, publicize your daughter, but is it okay if I put her up on my Facebook with her smile or no? If you don't want your daughter on there, I get it. Tell me no, and it's not a big deal. You can even send me a message if you don't want to say it here. Um, just meant something to me on a day like today. Um, Today was a beautiful day, Monday, and it was a blessing today. My neighbor, I've already talked about this. My neighbor's tree fell down. Tree service couldn't come. He asked me to help. Gave me $1,200, and I took care of it. And now he gets the wood for the season, and it paid for my trip, which I don't pay for. I just don't. I'm not being arrogant. I'm not being cocky. I just have such a presence that people want to dive on the boat with me. That my boys follow me wherever I go, and I bring about 15 of them. Um, so this trip is going to be special to me because I need my boys and people like Star, women, boys, doesn't matter. Um, Not boys and women, uh, men and women. Sorry, my boys are all grown. Um, People that I've taught to catch lobster, people that I've taught to get halibut, they all knew how to hunt. They just needed a little tweakage. One dive, that's all I allow with me, and then you go do your own thing. Because listen, I don't want you to shoot a halibut. I want them all. That's why I thought I was a narcissist. Um, but I couldn't even do it with my daughter. Troy, the second captain, compliments the brewery. Troy, the second captain of the boat, said, it's on video. He says the irony of this because he's like, you couldn't even let your daughter shoot one. I went down on a dive and I saw a 38-pound halibut laying there as I'm dropping down, cocking my gun. I have my daughter's gun, so I'm trying to cock her gun. Now, I'm waving her to get down. She had some kind of uh, fin problem, right? So now I'm looking. Do I shoot this thing or do I wait and hopefully she can shoot it and I can take her, which I should have done. Emily, if you're watching this, I apologize. Um, so when you called me a narcissist, this is why I thought I was, because I was like, I made the decision to shoot it. And then she looked at me after I shot and she goes, why, Dad? Like this, underwater, just like this. Cutest thing ever. Why? This is all on this trip. Thank you, Star, for reminding me. Um, it's all on video, or maybe I put music in it and I took it down, but I'll edit it out now that I can catch up. And you all get to see it, which is the greatest thing if you want to watch. Uh, we came up from a dive, the same dive, and barracuda, thousands of them were around me, and I had a bloody halibut, 38-pound halibut. Uh, and barracudas are just circling me, and I shoot one, and it doesn't just shoot one; it goes through two of them. Oh yeah! Boom! Now I got one halibut, two barracuda, right? Oh, I know. Everybody says, "Oh, barracuda's gross." Hey, learn how to cook it. Yeah, guaranteed. Ha ha ha. We were thinking the same thing. Yep. Hang on. Don't you have a video of Emily? Yes. So all these stories that I'm telling you, if you go to my YouTube, I filmed everything, right? The narcissistic dad thing, just stay away from. It's hard to watch unless you're a dad going through it. Ask me a question. I've been through everything in court that you can be gone through. Took me 6 years to get divorced, and I didn't want anything except for to see my kids. But listen, we won't talk about the narcissistic ex-wife. Um, but thank you, Emily, for turning me on to this big, beautiful word, and it put a piece of the puzzle in life together in my head. And I'm going to be the second man that wins a argument with a woman. The first one was Johnny Depp, and you all watched, so why wouldn't you watch this? Anyway, uh, Star got to have that moment with my daughter, and Star is a person that is really, really special to me. And she's my Alaskan friend, but she started out as my friend down here. And I don't get to see her as much, but when I do, it's special. And she lives in a beautiful part of the world, and she's killing it up there. So check out her page. Star, put your page up if you can, if you're still here. Um, and if you guys want to see the beauty of Alaska, we're talking bald eagles everywhere. I love you, Brent. I miss you. Your kiddos. I miss you too. Thank you. I miss you too. We get to see each other. Me! Ugh. It's coming. It's coming. I'm excited. Every year, I'm not only do I want the biggest lobster before I die in California, I want the biggest halibut, and you got to do it free diving. Um, I'll do it what I have to do to get it, and I'm going to get it. And every year I go up there, and we're getting better and better and better and better. Have I shot one up there? Yes. Have I retained one up there? Yes. How did I get it? Well, you'll never know, but I will tell you this: every time I go up there, it is nonstop good fun. And then when I leave, I'm leaving a sister behind that you get to see. Um, and her man is my brother, one of my BFFs. But everybody's my BFF, but he's one of my BFFs. Um, and this year we got a we just got a rock star group of guys going to hang out and just have a glorious time before her season starts. So her season starts after May. The cruise ships come up, and all the people on the cruise ships want to catch a salmon, and she does it three charters a day, 2 charters a day. For I don't know what it is. She can tell you. Yeah, right there, Alaska. So if you want to go, if you're in Alaska and you're in Ketchikan, um, that's that's the boat you want to get on. She's a wonderful person, right? And they'll walk you through it. And they can't guarantee anything, but every day they're pulling up record things in my brain because we dive shallow. The big halibut are deep. They're about a Star can without giving anything away. How you doing, Al? Uh, how was your weekend? You got to see your parents? A little snow up by you, right? Sorry, Star. Star, how deep are those big ones normally? If you can give that away, if not, just make up a different number. They're deeper than I can dive, is all I'm saying. But there's always a chance. And yes, I'm good. That is so great. I'm glad you. Did you have a good day today? Did you work? Bill, no pictures, please, brother. Really? Okay, you're right. There we go. Took care of that problem. Um, so, man, thank you all for coming in. We typically fish 300 feet. What is the biggest one you guys have ever gotten on your boat? Yes, I worked my butt off. Okay, good job. Good job. And that means you had a good day. Because if you work hard, some people need sleeping pills to go to sleep, or I don't know what the new fad is. Everybody takes this one drug that turns off your brain. I don't do that because I give 110% of my day, and then I sleep. And then when I wake up, the greatest thing about these shorts and reels is I can make them anytime I want at any hour. So wake up, make them, go do my real work, back to it. So if you can, in your heart of hearts, okay, wait, oh, there was more. Have a good night. Okay, bud, I'm still here. Wow, thank you, my guy. A minute 44, and you're still here. Thank you. I think Kyle. Wasn't his name Kyle? Now I turned Bill off. I could ask. I don't think it's Kyle. I think it's another name. Doesn't matter. Thank you, my guy. To everybody else, thank you for joining, and thank you for following. Um, yeah, most people do. Not most people. Hang on. A lot of us do. And what does it do? Is it makes you a person that it just makes you a person that appreciates life a little bit more than other people. In my brain, listen, I don't want to disrespect anybody, but when you do have certain obstacles in life and you have to overcome them, it turns you into, when you get to my age, um, a very well-rounded person, and none of that can stop you from being who you want to be. And I'm not getting philosophical. It's just how I've lived life. It's my motto. I get to meet great people like Star, and no matter what my daughter says about me, Star knows. I mean, she's just as shocked to hear things when I hear about them as I am. And but I want to end the show with this. My kids are great people. Um, yes, thank you, my friend. Um, my kids are great people, and I do love them. Um, they're just a little misguided, and there's a reason for it. And I'm not here to expose my ex-wife. I don't even care about that anymore. It's been 30 years later. Everybody should just leave everybody alone and let kids have relationships with who they want to have relationships with. And there shouldn't be a struggle or what young parents do, and to try to get kids one up on the other parent. Okay, been there, played that game. I won't put up with it. So I won't do anything except for I will give my kids the praise that they deserve. They called their grandma, and my roommate, in the other room this week. My son even FaceTimed her, which powerful. Oh, that one was powerful because here's the cool thing about fame. And I'm not saying my kids did it for any other reason. I don't know why they did it. I don't care. They did it. But with fame, you put people on the spot, and it makes people act right. And I'm out of here today. Okay. Thank you, my guy. I'm out of here too. Uh, I'll see you. I'll see you the next 2 weekends. That's my bro, Dan, and he's gonna be my little sidekick the next 2 weekends. But I got a lot of sidekicks on the other on the ocean, and um, he's just a stand-up dude, and he doesn't even want limelight. He doesn't care. He just wants an adventure, and apparently, I give people great adventures. That's what I'm good at. Uh, so, thank you, my guy, and we will talk later on this evening. I'm going to sign off on this one right here first. Let's get out of here. Oh, compliments to the brewery.